You're listening to a Countout Podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ring Post Radio, the only show that when a draft for WWE comes along and a new championship belt has been unveiled, record a bonus podcast episode for you folks at home, for the kind listeners at home. I am your host, as always, Ryan Knightstein. With me, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, Scotty Edwards. Scotty, how you doing?
Doing great. It's weird, right? Because we said on Sunday we'll wait till Monday to see like if they announce any rules, announce anything important. Of course, they announced a new world championship, as I like to call the second place championship. Some may say third place championship, depending on how you feel.
In some way you could argue it's third place.
Yeah. So they announced that, obviously, and we could talk about that in a few minutes. But it helps now because like it makes our draft a little more fun, because it's like, oh, who, like, if say one of us drafts Roman and the other team doesn't, now you have the idea that I have to build up the new world title, and that has to be with specific people. So it'll be fun. We have no idea who's picking first, who's picking for what team.
Nope.
We have the entire WWE roster, that, you know, that graphic that they shared with everyone on, that is our draft board plus NXT.
Well, hold on. It's that graphic plus our draft board, but there were people missing from that graphic. We gotta acknowledge poor Shanky cut from the graphic.
Ryan was so adamant we get Shaky in this goddamn thing. I think that's a real fan in him.
There are 10 people. 11 people actually missing from this graphic. We got Alexa Bliss, Carmella, R-Truth, who I think is injured, Randy Orton injured, Robert Roode injured, Tommaso Ciampa injured, Aaliyah don't disappear off the face of the earth. I have no idea. Carmella and Alexa Bliss, Big E injured, but I feel like if he was ever going to come back for this draft, he might come back to this actual draft in real life.
Sure.
Shanky, you got to shout out my boy Shanky. And then Bray Wyatt and maybe Uncle Howdy as well missing from this graphic. So a lot of mysterious
I don't know
elements. How
I'm supposed to live on without getting to draft Uncle Howdy. Like, what the hell? That man completely missed LA Knight with that dive, and then we pretty much never saw him again.
That was the last time we've ever seen him, if I'm not
You're
mistaken.
probably right. What a company, huh?
Did Bray Wyatt ever wrestle again? I know he like hurt his thumb and he's been gone for months.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He never came back. Probably won't come back. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Now let's think about this real quick. Let's talk a little bit about the World Heavyweight Championship, shall we?
Yes.
This is the time we're going to talk about, because listen, there's a lot of stuff to talk about when we come back next on Sunday, obviously, already. So we're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about a little bit about the World Heavyweight Championship here though.
We need it for the draft, so it's now's the good time as any to squeeze it in here.
Here are my thoughts on the World Heavyweight Championship, besides it being second place, if not third place. Pretty much the way Triple H introduced it was, well, no one could beat Roman. And, we're not going to take one of the titles from Roman. And Roman doesn't really show up. So, here's a new title. And I just was like, okay.
It's fascinating that they even talked about it like, well, no one can beat Roman. So we need just using that phrasing. Which, by the way, Triple H is apparently the guy that wanted to have this belt in the first place, right? He wanted to make this belt, apparently. This was his baby. So his pitch is, no one can beat Roman, so let's make a belt. Immediately making it a consolation prize.
Yep. Now,
the booking genius of Triple H unveils his
say,
baby and immediately makes it unimportant.
There's this like weird mindset for me. So it's like, okay, there's probably like one guy, if you put the belt on, it feels less like a consolation prize, and that is probably Seth, just because you never ran the match back. But at the same time, it's like, well, why didn't you just run the match back? Like that, right? It's like, why didn't you just, I don't know, have them wrestle again
It's
to
such
see
a
if
cop-out.
Roman would have lost? But listen, let's talk about the belt.
The belt
The
itself.
ripped open big gold belt. It literally looks like someone ripped open that belt.
Yes.
Because it looks like it's crinkled on the outside.
Yeah. I think it has
And they just
flames or
said,
something.
"Damn, WWE logo with the globe." And
Slapped
I
it in.
just was like, "Come on, man! Like, come on." Now listen, I've stared at it in every single direction. It doesn't get much better. That being said, I like it more than the big red fucking belt that they had.
The Universal title?
Yeah, but that's not a accomplishment. I hated that thing with a passion.
Yeah.
I don't really like this one. I keep thinking it's the Intercontinental Championship when I look at it. They're very similar. And I don't think it's big enough either, by the way. I look at this belt and I'm like, there needs to be a nameplate. There needs to be something to make the centerpiece bigger, because it looks like it's a squished world title with a big ugly ass logo in the middle. Oh my god. The someone had a great point on Twitter. The WWE Network logo, which is the new version of the WWE logo,
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good on many things, and when you just kind of squish it onto the World Heavyweight Championship, oof. I decided it would have looked better if you didn't have the big globe on the back, because listen, I think we've all come to the realization, yeah, you have to have your big logo on a belt because of branding, yada 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 yada.
Can I
I know
address
that was like,
can I address that point though?
I think you can mesh it in though, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like have it be this big ugly like thing.
Why does it have to be big in the center though? Okay, look. So I understand two things. One, I understand the marketing.
Yeah,
Every promotion does this at this point. AEW
sure.
does it. New Japan does it. And I don't necessarily
AW
like.
has it on their belt 7 times
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, and it's all about branding and marketing, and I get it. But if you are, if your marketing team is as good
Yeah,
as you say it is, why does it matter to have the WWE branding on it? Why not just have a big gold belt that became synonymous with Ric Flair and many wrestlers at the time? And people can see it and be like, oh, I know what that belt is.
yeah,
Why do you need the branding in the middle? Why not just market it and make sure that the audience knows this is our championship belt? And
yeah,
even then, why does it gotta be that big? You look at the freaking like winged eagle belt, right? It
yeah,
has the WWE logo on it, but it's small on the very top. Why does it have to be big? Why does it have to be
yeah,
right in the center of the thing and it takes up the entire frame? And it looks silly. I mean, the big
yeah.
gold belt at one point in time, I think the WWE version, I think they added a WWE to it to the
Yeah, it was
top.
on top. It was small and on top.
Let me see if I can find that somewhere on my
Yeah.
screen.
The here's something that I kind of thought about, and you could obviously comment. I think the problem with this belt, right, is, or not really just this belt, but belts, championships these days, is that the design is no longer the main focus of title belts
No,
because of the marketing
no,
mindset.
you're right.
And I think that's why we sit here and titles are worst off. It's not just WWE.
No.
It's an overall wrestling thing, pretty much,
New
right? Like
Japan,
the
AEW, UFC even slaps a big
oh,
old UFC on it.
listen. This world title is so much better than the UFC belt. I hate that fucking thing. Have you seen that thing? That
Yeah,
thing is the ugliest belt I've ever seen.
yeah.
That being said, I don't have enough connection to the UFC to give a shit.
Fair,
Um,
fair.
This is like, okay, you tried to bring the big gold back, and you put the damn plates on the side because you can't keep yourself away from it. I understand why you do that. You sell the plates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But then you could have just kept the middle big and gold.
Yeah.
But it literally looks like it's ripped open,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like they just push this W logo through. I don't know.
It's like the marketing team slapped a sticker on it and said "good to
Yeah,
go." You know,
yeah, it does.
you're
And
right in the point of like it's frustrating to see that like I mean they've been gone for a while now probably, but like officially gone are the days of, you know, beautiful looking championship belts
yeah,
for
that's
beautiful
just
championship,
wrestling.
you know,
Yeah,
for beautiful belt's sake, right? Now it's all
right.
about, you know, how can we use this as a marketing tool, which is smart, but it's like you're using it as a marketing tool instead of like creating something synonymous with your brand. You are making sure that the brand is out there, which again, it's like I mean, well, that's the other thing, right? Is like people talk about like, oh, it's the marketing gimmick, right? It's because they want to have the belt held by, you know, Patrick Mahomes when he wins the Super Bowl, right? That whole
Yeah,
thing.
but you already have a belt for that.
Exactly. You already have a belt for that has it. Why do you have it on
Yeah,
why do you have to have it on two belts? Three belts really.
yeah. You know what this left me thinking? Because like
It's
everyone was
not like Patrick
complaining
Mahomes
about it.
was carrying the blue Universal title belt. He was only carrying the
No,
black strap one.
exactly. That was a big takeaway for me too, because I was like, okay, well, you had the right title. You always gave them the right title.
Yeah.
Why does this title even matter almost?
Why does
And
it
I
have to
think
be
so,
on all of them?
right. Um, and then this title left me thinking because so many people were debating like, oh, this belt's bad. Blah, blah. I was like, okay, that I get that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think most wrestling belts are bad these days. But I was like, what belt that has come around in the past decade looks great anymore? There are some, but it's like, okay, everyone has complained about the IWGP, obviously,
Yeah.
and it's more so because of what it replaced. But
Yes.
that one has a bigger IWGP logo, correct?
Yes. And I'm warming up to it. I'm
I am
warming up
too.
to it.
I am too. And I think that's how I think that's how titles work nowadays. You almost warm up to it because change is bad no matter what.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, especially for New Japan because they're
yeah.
coming from
I
such an
don't,
iconic design.
and I think and as someone who's has the WWE belt hanging right here,
Yeah.
over here,
Mm-hmm.
this fits for what their vision is of a WWE championship because they've always for years now they've made the W big, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But that's why you have two belts.
Yeah.
That's now like if you had a new fan watching, you'd be like, oh, they're the WWE champion. No, actually, that's the world heavyweight champion. Thank you, because your logo's so fucking big. Um, but yeah, I've sat here and thinking about that. I was like, what title do I enjoy that isn't a big freaking logo these days? And like my critique, and I like the AEW belt, but my biggest critiques is that I have to read AEW 7 different times on that damn belt.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Yeah. But you know what I do like from AEW? Which title belts I do like from AEW? I like the look of the newest women's world title belt. I really like that look, and I guess it's similar enough to the international title as well. I like those looks. I really
Yeah,
like those
because
looks.
that's a little more design focused.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking around at other title belts to see if there's any modern ones that.
Yeah, I think I'd say the women's world title is one of the very best right now because it's kind of the design we were talking about, going
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
small logo on top, and they've had about 7
Yeah.
AEW women's world titles. So like,
And it's not like WWE doesn't do the small world title, the small logo at the top. I mean, the U.S. title, right, has the WWE
yeah.
logo at the top,
The
and
U.S.
then it
titles,
has.
I don't not like the U.S. title, but I like the new U.S. title better than the old one. So
That's fair. It makes it. It looks more of a thing. It looks. I don't necessarily like the look of it, but it definitely feels more like a thing compared to what it was before.
most people would disagree with me, but I like the IWGP US title.
Interesting. I didn't like it when it first came out, and
Me either.
It's one of
But
those
it's
things
grown
again
on
where
me.
it's like it's slowly growing on me. I think
I like the center plate a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm I'm just looking
It's also
around.
big. I think I like sizable belts.
You know, it was a beautiful belt. A beautiful belt one day. The United Kingdom Championship. That was a beautiful belt.
That was a beautiful belt. I like the North American because it's different from everything WWE has.
And I'll say the NWA belt as well because that's just classic. That's just a classic belt right there.
Yeah, but it's on Tyrus, so lose point.
But yeah, I mean, look at Impact, right? Impact, all of their title belts have the big old
And they have
Impact
the
logo.
big bird.
They got a big bird. They got a big bird.
That's their problem.
Well, they got
it's
it's an owl, right?
Yeah, it's everyone does it for marketing, right? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
and that's part of the problem. But I get it. This is just me complaining. But I keep looking like the worst. You know, what's the worst image for the new world title?
What's that?
The shop image. It makes the belt look extra bad. Like it looks so bad. And I think this will be one of those titles where I don't necessarily like fall in love with it ever. I'm just never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I already know it.
Yeah.
But I think I will like it better when it's on someone.
Ultimately, we need to see what it looks like when someone's holding it. Because it's also scale. We have no idea really of scale.
Yeah, because right now I think it's too small, but I have no idea. I haven't seen someone hold it yet.
Exactly.
Oh, you know whose title I love? The Rev Pro title.
Yeah, I really like the new Rev Pro title. That looks good. But even then, isn't the Rev Pro title like a big old slap of a Rev Pro logo right in front of it?
Sure is.
Yeah. So
the newer one is, I think.
Yeah, the newest.
Yeah,
one,
it is.
Definitely.
That's what all titles are. Big ugly logo in the middle.
Which I guess there's an argument, right? The argument against my argument of I hate the big old slapping of a logo. It's all marketing. Who gives a shit? The argument against my counterpoint to myself is, well, if you're an indie, right? If you are a company that is trying to get more eyes on its product, yes, you should slap it because you need to get as many eyes in your product as you can because you need it to survive. But if you're if you're WWE, you're the leader. You don't necessarily need that. You don't need it on every single one of your world title belts. You only hand out one of them for winners of sport games.
It all started with the original NXT championship.
Yeah.
When it was a Big X. But at least that was unique.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it was good, but it was unique.
It was certainly unique.
And I will give the one last credit. I will give the new world title. At least it looks different from the women's belts and what were because I hated that they all looked the same.
Yes.
So that's like the one thing I'll give extra credit for. The Intercontinental title does look different now. I have never actually looked at it, and I don't like it. But that's besides the point. They should learn to put color on their belts.
That's what I miss. I miss a little bit of the Winged Eagle had a little slap of blue on there. I miss a little color.
Blue. Now they should not have put color on the big gold.
No.
That being said, they have other belts.
It's called the big gold.
I say put color, and they're gonna fucking bring out another red strap. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I don't want the strap to be colored. That's the thing.
No. I like white. I always liked white. Yeah. I like the white Intercontinental title.
Me too. Me as well.
All right, we're gonna stop talking about belts and just draft, huh?
Well, we're gonna draft some belts, I guess, in a sense. So we're gonna do a draft here. We got a full roster in front of us. We don't know which roster is gonna be who's gonna have which roster. If you remember the old Hit the Book days, I've certainly done this several times, and Scotty will be joining me on this little journey here. What we're gonna be doing is, if you are the general manager of Raw, you'll get 3 picks around. If you're the general manager of SmackDown, you'll get 2 picks. It'll be Raw, SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown, Raw. That is counted as round 1. And then round 2 will be Raw, SmackDown, Raw. So there will be moments. Raw is going to be picking a lot more people than SmackDown is. Mm-hmm. In some ways, that's good. In some ways, that's bad. Because in some ways, you're like, okay, I need just somebody. In some ways, you're like,
what scrub-a-dub-dub do I want on my team?
Exactly. In some ways, you get like 15 singles male wrestlers, and they're like, oh, crap. Okay, let me pick. I have all the best singles males wrestler around. Let me get some women on here because SmackDown might scoop up all the women or something. You know what I mean? So there's goods and bads. There's pros and cons. But we'll be doing that. And then once our entire available drafters are drafted,
Draftees.
Draftees are drafted to the regular brand, and we are doing all the drafted. There's no pools that we know of. We don't know actually what the rules are for the actual WWE draft this year. They change almost every single year.
They don't announce it till the day before, so like,
yeah, Triple H. The only thing we have is that Triple H said that everyone is eligible. So all right, we'll do everyone is eligible. Whether or not this is how they do it, who the heck knows?
I'm sure it won't be. I'm sure they're gonna save some for Monday because here's the thing. Then the Monday draft would be wicked boring if like every top star was already drafted. Yeah. But listen, we're drafting on one day. We aren't ridiculous. Okay?
Exactly.
So
once we draft all the available draftees, we will then both be able to pick 2 NXT roster members or tag teams or whatever factions or whatever. Be able to pick 2.
So that's at draftees. The end.
That'll be at the end. That would be at the end. Yeah, I think that should that be at the end or should that replace?
I mean,
a pick
I'm guessing
yours?
They're gonna mix them in.
Yes, so it should replace a pick of yours. Maybe that's like if you don't have any ideas and you're like, oh, let me do my NXT draft now. I'll do my NXT draft now.
Yeah, so we'll keep it. We'll mix it in when if someone wants to draft one of their 2.
Yeah, if someone doesn't want to draft, if they can't decide between the Viking Raiders or Alpha Academy, it's like okay, cool. I'll pick up a Braun Breaker. I'll do that instead. I don't know. Who knows?
That's value, I'd say.
That's value right there, baby. So I think without further ado, I wish I had some sort of fanfare musical horn cue lined up, but I don't. But I think without further ado, let's get to the draft. I have a coin flip thing. I think this will be a coin flip to decide who gets Raw. Let's just say that. Scotty, I'll give it the offer to you. Would you like heads or tails?
Tails never fails, baby.
Tails never fails. Tails
Proceeds
never
to fail.
fails. The answer is tails. Scotty gets Raw. The general manager of Monday Night Raw, Triple H himself, Scotty Edwards. Scotty, would you like to make a moment of a speech to your new upcoming roster?
Yeah, so Monday Night Raw, as many of you know, for many years has stunk. Big stinky doo doo.
Hey, hold on.
But I got to draft a lot of people. The difference between me and Ryan now is I got to draft extra people.
Yeah.
So I got to keep in mind, like, I need people around. I'm gonna need people on the show every single week. I'm gonna need that work rate champion because I kind of feel like we all know where Roman's gonna go on the Friday/Monday, right?
Sure.
He's, despite Fox, probably not being the television deal after this year.
Yikes.
Just saying. So when does that deal, like, when does it end? Like, when's Fox done?
I want to say in the fall is when the negotiation starts, but I'll look that up.
Right, but they won't be off TV. So is that next year they actually would get pulled off of Fox?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'll look that up.
I think it is because I remember when they agreed to Fox, we had to wait like a year until it happened. But anyways,
it expires next year, sometime next year.
So
fall 2024.
I'm building up Monday Night Raw here. I gotta be smart. So I got a hunch that the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is my belt. I gotta have to build up a belt.
In a way, you decide, Scotty, because you also have the first pick. You could take Roman off the board and get the lineage that is the World Heavyweight title, the unified World Heavyweight title.
I know. Or do I want the belt that's opened up every show ever? When the world title was at its worst, it was opening shows.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my thought process going in. Do I want a guy that's not there every day, or do I want a belt that doesn't have a champion? That's really the question.
Or do you want a needle mover?
Do I want? Well, I'm going to draft Sasha Banks. If that's the case. I'm going to draft the real needle mover.
Yeah,
I can't actually do that, folks. But
what's also interesting is that we also have sort of like there are a couple like power plays in terms of title belts. Like if you draft Charlotte Flair or if you draft Bianca, I'm forced to draft the other one. Same and vice versa.
Yeah. I think I know where I'm gonna go, and it's gonna really shake this draft up already.
Oh boy. Okay, well then let's start it off. Round 1, Raw gets the first pick.
with the first pick in the 2023 Ring Post Radio WWE mock draft, Scotty selects for Monday Night Raw.
Can you say that again? Because it cut out as you were.
All right, let me get away from the mic a little bit.
I believe you said Gunther, so we'll accept Gunther. Number 1 draft pick, Gunther. Interesting. Fascinating.
You know why? Because
Why?
now you have to take Austin Theory.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh, I'm for. I guess my first pick will be Austin Theory. I guess we'll just take.
No. You can wait on him.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Now you know you're gonna get him.
Cool.
So now you can just have him sit there.
Good idea.
Yeah. I mean, you should probably take him like eventually, but you don't have to take him first.
Good point. Well, then my first pick. Talking to my SmackDown roster. Thank you everybody for being here. We all understand that the blue.
You don't have a roster.
This is my speech to come into my locker room. I understand. This is our what we are planning to do. Our mission statement for the SmackDown roster. We always understand that the blue brand is always the B brand typically, but my goal is to make it the A brand again. Is to go back to the glory of the SmackDown 6, the 2016 SmackDown, the good old days. We're gonna layeth the smacketh downeth or whatever.
And buzzwords.
A lot of buzzwords. We're gonna be going back to the roots. We're gonna making sure we're gonna be trying to focus on work rate. We're gonna try to get star power over this guy. Yeah, he took Gunther. That's fine. We don't need him. Maybe we'll take Imperium. Maybe we'll take the rest of his cronies.
We're gonna focus on work rate. We already lost Gunther. We're gonna work.
You know, and maybe we're gonna try to focus on making a brand that I know that some of the freakazoids will like. Maybe that's something we need to do is to appeal to the freakazoids. I don't know, but I think what we're gonna do is our number 1 first pick to really change things up is we're gonna appeal to those freakazoids and really throw a wrench maybe in Scotty's plans. And I'm gonna take Mr. Woe Man himself, Cody Rhodes, as my number 1 pick.
Finishing the story.
You'll finish the story on SmackDown.
Unless you don't have the title.
Yeah, the title's still up for grabs. No one of us picked Roman first, so
he's not around. He's not around.
He's not around.
So you drafting Cody Rhodes obviously changes things up for me. Cody Rhodes is in real consideration for my first pick, but I thought, I really don't want Austin Theory. I want Gunther.
It was a defensive move.
Speaking of defensive moves.
Oh, interesting.
Thankfully, Charlotte Flair's not SmackDown Women's Champion anymore, so I don't feel as bad about the women's title either way anymore. So I don't need to be as defensive with that, right? I don't have to be as defensive with whatever that's going on. Who are the tag team champions? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, right?
Correct.
Okay. So we technically share those, but those roster members are those roster members. That's a funny part, by the way, about the Roman Reigns thing. Yeah, those titles can't move. The tag titles can, but those titles can't move anymore. No. It's very funny. You look at this roster, right, and you kind of see, wow, it's not as loaded as people act like it is.
You're right. They aren't making new tag titles, by the way. They're just making a new world title.
I liked pointing that out. But we got a direction here. And we got Gunther first. We got Gunther first, and now I feel like we need an established women's wrestler on our roster, right? What are you saying?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this.
I don't know who you prefer, because I think the champions will fine, but now you're probably going to end up with maybe you'll end up with an entire faction. I think she's listed by herself, so maybe you'll be safe there. But I'm gonna take Bianca Belair. She's been a champion for well over a year. She's been the establishment. She is the best women's wrestler in WWE today. She is the Raw Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I should keep my brand champion.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, so
No one wants Roman.
it is known. It is known that I will be forced to take Rhea Ripley and Austin Theory at some point in time.
Yeah, I made your life easier. I picked my champions that I want.
Well, I think you're right. I think we got some good big names to start off with. You got Bianca
I also have
Belair.
back-to-back picks, so I got room.
Yeah, you got room. So I think I need to establish something as well, like a good solid brand for the SmackDown division to expand on our divisions. You've already started opening up the women's division. Do I start up the women's division, or do I start up the tag team division? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up Zayn and Owens, the tag team champions, are coming home to SmackDown, baby.
I considered it. It's great. It's a good value pick.
Good value.
Obviously.
Value pick.
Well, you got a pair of titles.
What is this? The Walmart brand, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens?
So now I have this mission in my head. I gotta be a little work ready. That's kind of where Monday Night Raw is gonna go.
We both our missions are work ready.
There's still, well, I mean, we're fans of wrestling, so yeah, I kind of expected that.
True,
but I still don't know what world title I'm gonna have, because we're both bouncing around the Roman Reigns name here. People might see these results and be like, "Oh my God, these guys are idiots. They didn't pick the most dominant world champion in the world." Well, folks.
Well, you already took Gunther, so
I got 2 picks in a row. I can pick whoever the hell. Goddamn right I did. I got 2 picks in a row. I can pick whoever I want.
Yes.
And then I can pick another person. So here, I'm going to sing a little song for you people. And I'm not actually going to sing it because I don't have the song and I can't do like, whoa, oh, oh. I pick Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth, you're going to get the Freak Miser.
The Freakazoids. The Freakazoids.
How dare you take the freaking from me? I had a whole plan for the Freakazoids to get freaking.
And now the round one's over. I'll ask you, how do you feel about your first round? You got 2 people that were all about finishing the story, except one of them couldn't finish the story. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's not great, but that's fine. We got 3 solid talents that I know people love, fans still root for, still draws. That one could argue, not even one could argue, one could prove that 2 of the 3 people I grabbed were the biggest stars in wrestling world for a period of time. One way longer than the other. But that's besides the point. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I got the biggest stars in wrestling today. What do you mean? I'm doing fine. I'm doing great.
I didn't say you were doing bad. Folks, I mean, Gunther, Bianca Belair, Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, how can you have a bad time with that? Yeah. And now I get to kick off round 2 with whatever I want. Yes. Do I want to finally pick what world champion I have? Do I want my world champion one way or the other? I mean, if I pick him, I know what Ryan has. Do I want that big gold belt on my brand to build up a new world champion, or do I want the reigning, the defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns?
Is that who you want?
Now I'm gonna pick Brock Lesnar.
Oh, there it is, folks. There it is. Brock Lesnar going over to Raw. You kind of teased it with a little bit of the Paul Heymanism in there.
I did. I knew what I was doing. I lined it up, and I knocked them all down. I knocked all the pins down or whatever. We're bowling.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time to make a decision, Scotty, and I will firmly make that decision here. I will be needing a top world champion. I'm going for star power here. So maybe he isn't the true needle mover, but he is I don't know if he is a needle mover even, but I'll get the guy that has the world title belt, that has the lineage, that has a belt that actually looks pretty good or decently good. And I'll have the guy who, can do something. Can finish. He can still finish the story, with a couple of these people. So we're gonna pick up the old Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of just leaving him for you because I feel like he's gonna be on SmackDown anyway. So it feels right. It feels right that he's over there. Now the field's wide open, huh? Right? Yeah, the field's pretty wide open.
Yeah.
No one necessarily makes right or wrong sense.
You now have to establish a world title.
Yes, I do. And I think I gotta keep picking some workhorses, some guys that people would like to see as the next world heavyweight champion. So I'm gonna pick none other than Drew McIntyre.
Ooh, Drew Max.
I think with Gunther, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, I have made an absolute workhorse division.
You got some beef. Yeah, there's some beef.
I got
over
beef. There. I got beef.
You got the beef.
I got the beef.
I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna get Rhea Ripley. Let's just get Rhea Ripley now.
Yeah. Make your time a little easier right now. Pick the people that make the most sense. Hey, if we were headed into WrestleMania, you'd have maybe the 4 hottest picks around. But guess what? We're not heading into WrestleMania, folks.
No, we're not.
We're
heading into
Backlash. We're now in the ice cold end. Can I pick Bad Bunny? So this is the last pick of the second round.
I'm picking up
pick of the second round.
Oh, interesting. Logan Paul or Jake Paul? What is it?
Yeah, Logan Paul wasn't available to draft. I think he would have been my first pick.
Yeah.
So that's tough because you want to talk about star power. You want to talk about star power.
I want to talk about workhorse.
I'm gonna pick with the last pick in the second round. We're gonna change things up a bit.
Oh.
I'm gonna pick Io Sky. I'm taking her away from Damage Control. I'm starting my workhorse women's division.
Who could have seen this coming?
I know. I can't believe I had to write Io Sky. Who could the rest of Damage Control is still around, but I think it's time for Io to fly. Io to fly by herself, not be stuck in a faction that loses all the time. I think it's time. And that was the end of the second round. You went Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley. Can't complain about getting you 2 world champions.
Nah.
You can't.
Nah.
You can't. And I, with the mindset of building the World Heavyweight Championship, picked Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, and to add to my women's division, I picked Io Sky here. Io Sky and Bianca Belair. I'm not complaining about that one.
Not one bit.
So now I gotta kick off the third round. There's so many people. There's so many people on this godforsaken roster. I'm actually gonna lose it.
I started to get to a point where I forgot people's names.
I don't
like, what is this
see this guy on the roster. Which are they part of the? Yes, they are. Okay, never mind.
You can break them up if they're part of a faction. You could technically break them up if they're part of a tag team.
I got you.
Struggling, folks.
This is a big pick.
The women's tag team champions are still up for grabs.
Yeah, good for them. I'm going to continue to pick some women's. I need a needle mover. I need someone that's been the face of the company before. I'm going to take Becky Lynch.
Yeah, it's an easy pick. That's what I was thinking about next.
Forgot she was even there. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Becky Lynch? You'd think that'd be a great division. Oh, wait. Raw's had that for a year, and yet they stink. Interesting.
Wait, are you arguing against your own roster here?
Previous Raw. Oh, I now run Raw. I am replacing Triple H. That stinky poo-poo man. I am replacing Triple H. I'm like Vince McMahon. I'm ripping up his scripts and I'm calling the shots, baby.
Fair enough. I am going to pick up Robert Lashley. Bobby Lashley.
I don't think his name's Robert.
I'm going to pick him up anyways. Bobby Lashley. I'm going to pick him up. I feel like that's a good pick. I think we need get a little more beef. Get a little more beef on this roster. You can't have all the beef on Raw.
No, can't have all the beef. Can't have all the beef, and you bring up some beef.
And have they done
Bring up some
Bobby
beef.
versus Roman?
No, they haven't. You got a big draw right there, huh?
I'm legitimately thinking to myself,
you got a
hold
big
on.
draw right there.
Has Bobby challenged Roman for the title?
No. He much like Seth Rollins feels like a guy just kind of sitting there waiting. So
Yeah.
it makes you think.
We'll look this up.
But
We'll confirm
you
this.
brought up beef, and I'm going for this workhorse thing, right? Yeah.
Bobby Lashley has never challenged for the Universal title or the WWE title while Roman has had it. Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
A first time matchup, folks.
But you were talking about beef.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to I got Gunther, I got Seth Rollins, I got Brock Lesnar, I got Drew McIntyre. That is a bulky division, but let's get a little bulkier.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a little bulkier. And I think this is a value pick because I get 3 for the price of 1.
Ooh.
One guy that I think I can turn into a main event star who's he's been a little one named. I'm gonna give him back both of his names as well. I'm gonna pick the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, and Pete Dunne.
Oh,
but I'm not picking Rich Holland.
Interesting. You're picking up the tag team of Sheamus and Dunne
because now they can be a dynamic duo, right? I got Sheamus go for the world title, the world heavyweight championship. Mm-hmm. I got Dunne chase Gunther.
Yeah.
Or I can go the other way around because I think Pete Dunne's a pretty good wrestler.
You're giving Sheamus a fall guy. Good idea.
Exactly. And sorry, Ridge. I have a little I'm not saying I have a problem with you.
Yeah.
But you don't fit what I'm going for here. Yeah. Maybe later. Maybe you'll come back around. Maybe I'll repair you with them later on. But right now, you're not worth the value.
That's fair. Well, I'm going to pick up someone. We need some more people in the women's roster.
Beef?
Women's beef, maybe, kind of, maybe. Reinvigorated, reinvented themselves recently. I think now's a good time as any to pick them up. Picking up Asuka.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I worried a little bit. I wouldn't be able to get her, and that proved right.
You did not.
Right. So I'm gonna continue my women's roster mold here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna add Bailey to the conversation. No offense to Dakota Kai.
You really don't want Dakota Kai.
But if I wanted Dakota Kai, I would have just picked the whole Damage Control.
So Damage Control is continuing through Bailey and Io Sky in a way.
Yeah, except they won't at all be a team.
No.
So, yeah. No. And now I get to pick again.
Yes, you do.
I got to pick again, starting off the 3rd round. Feel great about the 2nd round. Becky Lynch, Sheamus, Pete Dunne, Bailey, a little Irish kick for me.
Mm-hmm. I got Bobby Lashley, I got Asuka. I got some powerhouses on my side.
Yes. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you sure did. Now I look at the rest of this roster. Is there anyone, sneaking around on this roster that
there are some sneakers.
Some sneakers. Well, those are shoes, but that's cool.
But someone on this roster has big shoes to fill, as it were.
Hey, oh, nice. Well said. Well said.
Thank you, sir.
My eye is killing me, by the way, as I draft. I want everyone to know, since you can't see me, it's killing me. I had someone in mind and now I lost them, so that's cool.
Great. Maybe you the next T pick? Maybe pick up old Thea Hale?
You almost piqued my interest. And when I say almost, I mean get out of my face. Who the hell did I want? They're like completely gone from. I had someone in mind. I was looking at them, and now they're gone. Oh boy, I'm in danger. Who the hell was it?
He's falling apart, folks.
All right. I'm gonna bring up another tag team here.
What?
Hey, dog, stop! Come on. Hey, I'm drafting over here. Pick.
This is a weird form of Scotty I've never seen before.
I'm gonna pick the. I need a tag team.
Yeah, you don't have any tag team. Well, you have Sheamus and Dunn.
I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Usos.
Oh, separating the family.
Yeah, because no one wants to see that anymore. I'll be right back. I'll let you draft.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna. So he took the Usos. That was a good pick. I'm gonna go. You know, we need a lot more people in this roster, right? And you know, why not just sort of go fucking nutso butso over here? And I think this is maybe. I don't want to say super early per se. I think this is definitely early for them to get picked up, but it comes with 5 people, folks. And that's a lot of people. And I kind of want to make sure I get all those people. And I could still pick up other people. But I'm going to go pick up the new Latino World Order. And they come with 5 people. That's right. Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer himself. Santos Escobar. Zelina Vega. Joaquin Wilde. Cruz del Toro. That's 5 pickups right there, baby. That's easy money. So yeah, we're gonna pick up the LWO, the LWO, the old LWO, and yeah, and I think now it would be Scotty's turn. Was the Usos the first one of his round? We got 3. Yeah, so the Usos is the first of his round. So I think it's up to Scotty. I mean, while he's waiting, I'm just gonna move up, adjust the stuff. And I'll talk to you folks at home. Maybe Scott. I don't know if Scotty can hear me, but maybe. What am I thinking of? Maybe next. I think LWO add some world title challengers. I don't have a U.S. title yet. You don't know any. Pick up Austin Theory. Pick up a big old tag team though. So why not? I think that's what I'll need. A big old tag team. Some more tag team rankings. You know what I mean? Folks? Scotty, you're back.
Yeah, there was someone at the door.
No worries. It is your turn. I picked up the LWO, the Latino World Order. Comes with 5 people. I picked up the entire faction.
Love that.
You love that for me.
My head's killing me.
Is your eyes falling apart? You need to take a break?
Yeah, sure is. Yikes, roster stuff. I think I gotta keep building here. And when I say that, what do I mean? Mind you,
I don't know what he means.
I'm dipping my toe in NXT here.
Oh, he's building the future.
I'm gonna pick one of the very best in the world.
Interesting.
He's new to NXT.
Interesting.
But you wanna get work ready? You want to get a guy? Yeah, you picked your mass luchador. Now I pick mine.
Scripts?
Give me Dragon Lee.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Dragon Lee, you said.
Yeah, I got my first NXT pick. Got one more left in the tank for later on.
Well, I think that's a good pick. I am going to, I think at this point in time, pick up the old Austin Theory.
I'm sorry.
Pick up old Austin Theory real quick. You know,
the entire reason Gunther went first is so I didn't have to have him.
That's fine. You know, he takes up Austin Theory. But I can build something around that. You can still build around. He's a generator. He's a future. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, from the swamps of Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to pick up Austin Theory. I know what to do with this guy. I know where to turn him, finally make him into a star. You know, let's do something with this guy. He was something.
Take the title off of him.
He was something back in Evolve. He was something. Maybe he's getting over pushed now. But maybe we under push him a little bit. We cool him off a little bit. Maybe we push someone else. I don't know. Maybe give the title to Santos Escobar. That could be a good mid-card feud. Bobby Lashley is already kind of happening. That's fine. Who gives a shit about that? But, you know, Santos Escobar is right there. That could be interesting.
Shit about that, he said.
Cody Rhodes, Austin Theory. Maybe that's something. I don't know. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, going for the U.S. title. Who knows? Maybe that's the story he's trying to finish.
You want to talk about finishing the story? The all-American, American.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes. All right, last pick in the whatever round. Third,
Third round.
fourth, second.
Third round.
I'm gonna bring up another tag team.
God, this man is what the Vince McMahon over here, breaking up tag teams left and right.
You're talking about pushing guys,
Oh, God.
and this guy, I think the WWE fans have been waiting for this.
I agree.
I've been waiting for this.
I agree. You're finally pushing Top Dollar.
No. I'm going to select Montez Ford.
Interesting.
Time to let Montez Ford go off as a single star. I really feel good about my third round. I had a lot of value there. And Jimmy Uso.
If you want to talk about the value, for the price of 2 picks, I got 6 people.
I mean, if we were drafted based off of a lot of people, the Judgment Day's right there.
That's true. And I'm considering the Judgment Day. But I got 6 people. I got a Hall of Famer. I got an up and coming luchador. I got a great tag team. I got a women's contender.
You did. You got a little bit of flavor.
Yeah, talk about value. That's value. And I got Austin Theory as well. I got a title. I got a title to boot.
Some might look at that and think your draft sunk there. You know?
That's fine. Not on purpose.
Draft gets hurt somewhere.
Not on purpose. That's fine.
All right, now I got to pick again.
You don't have any. You have one tag team, and that's not a division. What are you gonna do with that? You have 2 tag teams. Sorry, you have the Usos. Never mind. I take that back.
I'll against my will, I'll pick Charlotte Flair.
Wow, Charlotte Flair finally coming off the board.
Listen, I got a women's division of Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and now Charlotte Flair. I'm cooking over here.
You got the Horsewoman.
Your entire women's division is gonna be Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega, and Dana Brooke soon.
I got Asuka. Give me some daps for that.
Oh, I didn't even see Asuka. No, that's a good one.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, my pick.
The women's tag team champions is still there.
That is true. They are still there. Anyways, my pick. I think I want to flesh out the mid-card title just a little bit more. I think we need a fan favorite, someone that I think isn't really a face yet, but I think we might turn them face.
The Miz.
No. I think a guy that does the Miz way better than the Miz, wrestles maybe even kind of better than the Miz. I know you're thinking, no, Ryan, you shouldn't do that. And I'll tell you, yeah, I am doing that. I'm picking up LA Knight.
I don't know the song, but that's good.
Speaking of the LA Knight, folks.
Guys, folks
at home.
This roster, my roster here is something I'm very proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to continue to be proud of it. And Ryan came after me. He said, I don't have tag teams.
That's true. I did say that.
That kind of cut deep a little bit. So I'm gonna pick one of the most over teams ever. They sell merch. They got a good rivalry with one of my tag teams that I can go to at any time to really pump up the tag team division.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the New Day.
Ooh.
Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. I can't pick Big E because he's injured. That was something me and Ryan agree on. No Big E, no
Randy.
No Randy. No guys like that. They're not on the board. So I can't take Big E with me. Trust me, I would if I could. But I'll take Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Former WWE champion.
All right. Now I know what you're thinking, folks. Ryan, it's your next pick. Shanky is still on the board. I cannot believe that Shanky, Uncle Howdy's still on the board. What are you doing? And I agree. But, there are other people that, I think that's a risky bet to just get them. I don't think I want to hold out, maybe try to get some other people, flesh out other divisions before I really pick up the heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to continue just a little bit more of the mid card here. This is the mid card round for Ryan. Solo Sokoa, we're gonna pick up a little Solo Sokoa action. That's development. That's future. That's Umaga.
That's
Solo Sokoa.
all right, good pick. Good pick.
Yeah,
I want to keep going with established guys. And listen, I've been pretty tough on this guy personally. I think he's a little bit. He may be bordering on a little washed up,
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with my roster of Gunther and Seth freaking Rollins and Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre and Sheamus and Pete Dunne and Jay Uso and Dragon Lee and Montez Ford and the New Day, this might wake him up a little bit. And there's some name value here. So I'll pick the phenomenal one. AJ Styles. Yes, you have him listed as a club. No.
You're not taking Gallows and Anderson?
Nope.
Wow.
They can go back to Impact.
Wow.
So now that's the end of that round, right?
Yes, that is the end of that round. Next round.
I'm gonna bring up another tag team.
Oh,
because they're not really a tag team.
You took that to heart. The tag team division comment to heart.
Well, I'm breaking up a tag team, so I didn't.
You're breaking up. That's true. You're either breaking up tag teams or taking tag teams.
I'm gonna pick Rick O'Shea to help beef up the mid card division
by himself. No Braun Strowman.
No.
He has an agenda, folks. He's gonna break up every tag team under the sun. I can't have a tag team division if he breaks up. He breaks up everybody.
Well,
my pick. I'm gonna pick. I need some faces. I think I need some faces on my team. I'm gonna pick up Matt Riddle, the world title challenger, the mid card champion holder. I need somebody with a face, and he's got one currently. So I'm gonna pick up Matt Riddle.
There's a guy on the board here that he beat Kazuchika Okada in the year 2022, and I need some more beef. So I'm gonna pick Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed coming off the board.
I got the beefiest squad around.
I'm gonna pick another tag team, kind of. A little bit more of a faction here. Judgment Day. Joy and Rhea Ripley. The whole faction's around now. Judgment Day.
You got Dominic on the roster now.
I got Dominic on the roster. We can continue. Here's the thing about Dominic, right? Dominic stinks. We all know this. But do you want to see a Dominic that doesn't have Rey Mysterio involved in his storyline? What does Dominic look like when he's not feuding with Rey?
Why do you think I didn't pick Dominic?
For my sake.
Rey Mysterio.
For my sake. I appreciate it. But imagine that, folks. What is it going to look like when Dominic isn't feuding with Rey? Will it be as over? No. No. So we gotta preserve that. And we're going to pick up Damian Priest and Finn Balor in the meantime as well.
Yeah. You don't love that part of it, but that's fine.
I'm really doing this for Dominic. That's what I'm doing.
I want to help the morale on my roster here with my final pick of this round. And my first pick, he's missing his buddies. So I'm gonna go pick the rest of Imperium because they were listed away from him.
Yeah.
I want them all together. I feel like keeping that faction alive to run Monday nights feels like a good way to go. I've had to draft so many people.
And now you have to draft again because it's the end of it's the start of the next round.
You want to talk about a mid-card guy who's going to be a workhorse for me. He's got to become a workhorse in the Triple H division. By default, I'm actually not going to break up the tag team because I think as a team they actually offer a little bit too. But I'm going to pick the Alpha Academy and thank you.
Shush.
I wanted Chad Gable, and I realized, you know what, Otis is cool, so I'll take Otis with me. Otis is a nice little meatball.
I'm gonna get some more champions on the board here. Raquel
Well, thank
Rodriguez and Liv
you.
Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, the tag champions. We don't have enough of a women's division to really do a tag division. That's fine. Never stopped WWE before. But Liv Morgan has history of Rhea Ripley. Raquel Rodriguez has history of Rhea Ripley. That could be interesting. There's something there.
Sure,
We'll pick up the women's tag team champions.
Thank you. I think that's the whole reason I picked Jackie. I'll pick
second pick of the round 5, 6.
I'll pick Candice LeRae.
Oh, okay, Candice LeRae. Nice pick.
Making a women's division here, I could be proud of.
Let's do one more.
Hero.
No, I'm gonna pick up Edge. I'm gonna pick up Edge. It's been on the board for way too long.
I was staring at him. I was like, I feel like Ryan really doesn't want to pick him, so I'm gonna make him pick him.
You're always forcing me to pick people. But that's fine. Edge is a solid pick. You know, Roman is history of Roman. Cody Rhodes could be a nice little feud as well there. Maybe Cody can fix Edge a little bit. We need we need another star. Another star that we can advertise to on the SmackDown brand.
So I have the last pick of this round, obviously. Is you said Bray Wyatt was on the board?
Yeah, along with Uncle Howdy, if you want Uncle Howdy.
Oh, that's cool. They could stay there. You know what they say, Ryan?
What's that?
Happy wife, happy life.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick one John Gargano to keep on the same roster as Candice LeRae because I need Candice LeRae to cook. Yes. And Johnny, maybe Johnny finds his old NXT self. I'm gonna give him back Rebel Heart, the real Rebel Heart, not that godforsaken song that they changed it to. That's supposed to be the same. And maybe he'll get to cook again. If I could have picked Tommaso Ciampa, I would have absolutely picked DIY, but I can't. So
fair enough. Johnny Gargano to the board.
This is where the rounds get a little bit speedy now. We're gonna kick into the high gear.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick Shinsuke Nakamura.
All right. I'm going to pick. Let's do. Ugh, God, we're getting the dregs.
That's why I picked Shinsuke because I was like, well, at least I like him.
Getting in the dregs, folks. Let's pick up. Let's pick up. Let's pick up. Let's pick up. Just fuck it. Who gives a shit? Rip the Band-Aid off. Gallows and Anderson. Who cares, man? Who cares? Gallows and Anderson.
We're in troubling time. We're in troubling times, folks. Yeah. There was no confidence.
I need a tag team.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick. This is bad. You know what's funny? I could have had all three of them early on. I could have picked them all separately, but now I'm just gonna pick Dakota Kai. They're all singles. Damage Control is no longer together. I just picked them all separately.
Great. And then this is my next pick, right? This is my pick. You don't have a.
No. It's your pick. I have one after that.
You're right. Okay, I'm going to pick. Okay, who do I freaking pick here? Do we have any value down here? Anything that's low on the board? Could do something with the Shanky? We're looking at you, Shanky.
Shout out Shanky. Shout out Shanks. Shout out to Big Shank.
Shout out Big Shank. Oh God, there's really nothing here, man. Let's get Viking Raiders. Good Viking Raiders. Yeah, I'm gonna move up this thing for us.
Go nuts.
I
got 2 picks now. This is bad.
You got 2 back-to-back picks. This is where the cons of getting Raw first comes in.
Yeah, I gotta fill up.
You gotta start picking a bunch of people that don't matter.
I gotta fill out the end of the roster. I don't love this pick. I don't love really any of the picks left. But there's some value there, and I think she showed something when she left WWE, in other promotions such as Impact Professional Wrestling. I'm gonna pick Mia Yim.
Okay.
Continue to build up that women's division. Now I gotta start the next round. I gotta continue to just try to make something out of nothing here. Um, and I'm gonna pick boy, this is tough. This is tough. Oh my God. It doesn't get any better, does it? I'm gonna pick Mustafa Ali. Maybe
Nice.
he can get pushed a little bit here.
Yep.
As an undercard guy that can cook a little bit.
I'm gonna pick up Alexander and Benjamin. Maybe we
Yeah,
do a
that's
little
what I thought about.
Hurt Business reunited. Maybe,
Little hurt
maybe.
business.
Little Hurt Biz Kiz.
Oh my God, this is never ending. I have to pick again. I don't want to pick anymore.
Starting to get real dire. Real dire.
There's a few former world champions on here.
Oh,
I don't know what you just did.
okay.
But
No, now we're
you
good. Here you
just
go. Go ahead.
mixed me up. We have a draft board here, and Ryan's playing with it, and it's breaking me. I don't really necessarily feel great about most of these people, but at least I know this guy. He can give a shit once in a while,
Yeah.
once a year, right?
Yeah.
We pick Dolph Ziggler.
That's nice. Nice bet. That's not good. That's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm gonna pick.
You still have your NXT picks too.
I was just about to say. I'm gonna pick an NXT-er.
Yeah, this is where the value is going to shine.
I'm gonna pick.
Problem is we only get two, so I gotta be creative with my second one.
Let's go. Let's go a little kooky. Let's get a little googie. Let's go across the pond. Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate, folks.
No, I'm gonna pick twice. God damn it.
And I picked NXT, so good luck.
I got one more NXT.
You have one
pick
NXT
left.
pick to help save you here.
Well, I might just save it at this point. I'm gonna pick. Is Alexa Bliss available?
Yes, she is.
I'll pick her. She has some name value. Right?
Yeah, she's not necessarily injured. No one really knows.
Nah, she just. Yeah.
Next pick. Scotty.
Oh, I have to pick again. God damn it.
This is where it gets real dire for you.
Braw's killing me. I'm gonna pick Braun Strowman.
Okay. Reuniting Strowman and Ricochet once again.
Nah, I'm gonna put him with Dolph Ziggler, and they're just gonna be there.
I'm gonna get the Miz, so he can feud with Tyler Bate.
Man, the one guy I didn't want was the Miz. Like I kept looking at this board. I said I can't do it to myself.
He's got some name value. So
yeah, he's like Dolph Ziggler, he's a former world champion. That's about all I got for
exactly.
you. I'm gonna pick. I don't really feel great about it. I'm gonna pick Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey.
Hey, Ronda Rousey, get ready, get hyped. We stay hyped for Ronda.
I'm not picking Mojo.
Not on the board, but you could if you wanted to, I guess. Let's see.
Oh, I got a value pick here if you don't pick him.
Looking around. Value pick if I don't pick him. Value pick if I don't pick him. Not Uncle Howdy.
You can't look at any of this roster and actually think there is value, like a big value sticking out here.
I'm gonna go Ridge Holland.
Hey, that's a good one. I got two picks now, back
to back.
All right, so by default, I'm gonna pick, a guy. He's gonna become a cult favorite on the interwebs for WWE. He's got his own fan base.
Okay.
Known as the Homo sapiens. I pick Omas.
Omas. There we go. He's off the board, folks.
And now I have to keep picking.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, dear goodness gracious, my God. I'm gonna pick a guy, maybe. I'll pick I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I can't keep looking at this anymore. I'm breaking down over here.
Yeah.
There's people that I think we're just trying. I'll get Piper Niven.
you're just because your arrow is on it.
Yep,
just-
Piper Niven. Yeah, she's still good.
all right, all right. My next pick. Let's go. Boy.
Bleh, bleh.
Let's go. Let's go. I don't know, man. Really running out
Let's go.
running out of fume. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. A little more women's division, some tag division action. Something
Yeah, you
there.
don't feel good about that one.
No.
But who could feel good about any of this? I'm gonna just accept some defeat here, and I think this guy has plenty of talent. He just he's been suited as a ninja for way too long.
He's been a normal guy recently.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna pick Akira Tozawa. I'm happy that he's back to being normal. I think he's pretty good. Former Dragon Gate goat over there.
Give me a normal man. Let's see. I feel like I need more faces or something. I feel like I need.
I don't even know what my roster is anymore. I gotta fill out like this whole goddamn thing. I thankfully NXT is gonna give me like a pick of like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, but, I'm gonna take Rick Boogs. I'm gonna take Rick Boogs
with my last pick in the round. I'm gonna pick a great one here. I'm gonna pick the Maximum Male Models.
Nice. Mace Mansoor, Maxine Dupree.
They're entertaining. You want to talk about entertaining? Yeah. They're entertaining.
I'm gonna. Oh no, you have another pick. I'm
gonna pick. Somehow I'm gonna end up with Angelo Dawkins now because I think he's way too good to still be lumped in with some of these people.
I'm gonna pick. Where were they? Carmella. Pick Carmella.
I don't think that's her song anymore.
I don't know what her song is anymore. They probably got rid of it. Fabulous.
This is a bad time. I want this to end.
This is what I'm saying. You're starting to book main event. That's what you're picking.
I'm gonna pick Angel and Humberto.
Nice.
I want Angel Garza was good.
Yeah.
Like that 5 seconds, and then he got called up, and it was all over.
Yeah. Let's pick. I feel like there's not a lot of faces here.
No, we left a lot of. Well, I mean, you may not see them as faces, but there are faces.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pick. Let's go wild. Xia Li.
Sure, why not? Pick Deegan Knox.
Sure, why not?
And now I have to pick again. God.
No, I think it's no. You just picked back to back. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
My turn.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I've lost.
You all lost the thread. I'm gonna pick. God damn! Who the hell do I pick?
Now I'm gonna have to pick back to back after this.
God damn! Who do I pick?
Look how many people I have on my roster.
Who the hell do I frickin' pick, my dude?
At least when you were picking The Miz, I was picking like Bronson Reed.
Yeah, that's true. Who do I pick? I think
we just let them be free agents.
Yeah, can the roster cuts start happening? We have to leave 33%. We have to lose a third of our rosters after we draft them. I'm going to pick. All right. Here we go. You ready for this? Strapped in for this, folks? I'm going to pick somebody that is pretty decent, still a little green. But you know what? Let's make him even better on the blue brand. Pick a tag team here. Etch out the tag team division. Get some meat in that division. Picking up the Creed brothers. That's my second NXT pick. The Creed.
That's very good. That's Now that gives me the rest of the NXT field to pick from, which
Yes.
should be interesting. I'll evaluate my roster, but oh my god!
Yes, you got 2 back-to-back picks here, so have fun with that.
God, I'm gonna pick Elias.
Sure.
And I'm gonna pick everyone else is like toxic in some way.
Left on the board. Let's just say it. Left on the board. Lacey Evans, Emma, Madcap Moss, Shotzi and Natalia, Karrion Kross and Scarlett, Hit Row, Dexter Loomis, Dana Brooke, Tamina, Baron Corbin, Nikki Cross, Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy, Shanky, Aaliyah.
I'm gonna pick Madcap. Don't even. He'll be our main event superstar. And when I say main event, I mean WWE's main event on Hulu.
I'm gonna pick Lacey Evans, she will somehow feud with Brandy Rhodes to do a sort of American Nightmare.
Oh dear God!
Gimmick.
Oh gosh. This is the second pick of the round for me.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll just pick Dexter Loomis.
All right, here we go. The Gargano family is back.
Yeah.
The Gargano family. Let's pick Nikki Cross. Throw her in. That's something new.
Yeah,
something different.
She's pretty good.
She adds something different to this roster.
I'm gonna pick Emma. I guess.
Team up with her boyfriend, Madcap Moss.
No, I'm good. I'll just keep them both on wherever they are now.
You're fully falling apart having to pick all these people.
Look at how many people I've had to pick. I've had to pick 40 people.
How many more?
You have to pick 27.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah. Go. Wait, is it? Yeah. Yes. I have my back-to-back after.
Yeah. I gotta pick mine, and then you got back-to-back. Let's pick up. I feel like I don't want to pick up Karrion Kross because I feel like I have too much spooky already.
Sabuki.
Da,
da, da, da, da, da, da.
Let's pick up Baron Corbin.
Yeah, you didn't. Okay, I'm gonna pick up Ashante the Adonis.
Separating him from Hit Row. Wow.
That's how we get out of this. That's how he saved me. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I need some spooky for WWE Superstars, which got canceled about 7 years ago. And I'm gonna get their main event star, Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy.
The team of Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy. That's big value. Some would say that's huge value.
Some would say. I'm not some.
You, the booker, would not say that is huge value. What if in the actual WWE draft?
No, you know what I'm going to do with Bray?
What?
I'm just going to have him return
over and over
every once a year, and people will think it's really great, and then I'm just going to send them away from television, and then we're going to bring him back. Yeah. And then every time people will think he's good, and we'll just keep it. We'll keep people amped. We'll do some more QR codes and White Rabbits shit, and yeah, we'll cook.
I'm gonna pick up 2 people I think are not good, Natalia and Shotzi Blackheart. 2 people I actively.
I'm gonna make you
good.
Laugh with this one,
but I need another women's tag team, right? I'm
gonna pick just Scarlett. He's gone. It's over.
A real Mark Camaro situation for Karrion Kross. Oh, poor guy. I'm gonna take Shanky.
It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time.
Oh, now, is it your back-to-back picks now?
Sure is.
You still got your NXT. You still got your NXT.
I do. And I've saved that to be like the steal of the draft type thing, so it looks good when like you were picking like Baron Corbin and Shotzi and Natalia, and I picked like someone really good. That's kind of the mindset here. I'm between a few women's wrestlers on NXT. But I think my women's division is very healthy.
Yeah, when you got the three horsewomen. Good luck having Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch in the same locker room, but that's fine. You know, you got some talent there.
This isn't CM Punk and the Elite. I'll be fine. But I'm gonna keep trimming down the roster here. I'm gonna pick Dana Brooke.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna pick Tamina, someone I've had a weird soft spot for. Nobody meaner than Tamina. You know, you can't go wrong with Tamina.
I'm gonna pick Aaliyah because I'm very happy to make one of us have to pick between these two, and I don't want to be the one.
So what's left is Karrion Kross and Top Dollar and B-Fab.
Just pick B-Fab. Leave it down to Karrion Kross. Top Dollar.
You know what, Scotty? That's a great point. Let's take B-Fab.
I'm gonna pick because I have to. I'm gonna pick Karrion Kross as my final pick.
Yeah.
Of the regular draft, then I have an NXT pick, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Congratulations on Top Dollar.
I'll get Top Dollar. Great. I'll team up with B-Fab. There we go. Great. I'll use them.
Go.
Use them a lot.
All right.
Can't wait for that.
So now,
can't wait for that Top Dollar Shanky feud.
Now I got my NXT pick.
Yeah.
I was considering Roxanne Perez for a long time, but I've looked at the women's division I have over here. I got like
you got a lot.
I got like 16 women.
Yeah, you don't really need another woman on the roster.
So I'm gonna pick the future of the WWE. Roxanne. Yeah, you probably should. I'm gonna pick the future of WWE here. I can't pick the NXT champion. Can't pick champions. So I'm gonna pick Braun Breaker as the final pick of the draft. Real value there. He'll obviously be a guy we build around. He's gonna have a lot of squash matches for a while. Yeah. And then he's really good as a heel. So I think I'll be happy with him as a heel. And that is the draft. I'm gonna read through my team here.
Sure.
And then we'll have the good people vote later on. We'll send out the document. And yeah. So I have Gunther, Bianca Belair, Seth freaking Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Io Sky, Becky Lynch, the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus and Pete Dunne, no Ridge Holland, Bayley, the Usos, Dragon Lee, Montez Ford, Charlotte Flair, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston of the New Day, AJ Styles, Rick O'Shea, Bronson Reed, Imperium, Alpha Academies, Chad Gable and Otis, Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dakota Kai, Mia Yim, Holy NXT, Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, Alexa Bliss, Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, Omos, Piper Niven, Akira Tozawa, the Maximum Male Models, Angelo Dawkins, Angel and Humberto, Tegan Knox, Elias, Madcap Moss, Dexter Loomis, Emma, Ashante the Adonis, Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy as a tag team, Scarlett, Dana Brooke, Aaliyah, Karrion Kross, and my final NXT pick, Braun Breaker.
That's some interesting picks. The thing about Raw, and I realized this when I was doing Hit the Books, great podcast I did with the old Mikey Manfredi, is that when you have Raw and you're picking all those extra people, you can get a lot of great people on top, right? Like you can get quickly like a huge great roster up top, but then you quickly find out, oh crap, I have to pick a lot of the dregs of this roster, and I have to pick a lot of people that just stink, and it just really starts falling apart. So you get this huge, just like not disparity, but this huge gap in a Raw roster sometimes. It makes it more difficult.
Yeah, we got Braun Breaker's pretty much just going to run through like the second half of my draft.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how he's going to climb the roster.
Yeah.
So I separated them out.
You're up first, buddy.
Yeah, I separated them out by division. So I got the tag team division: Sami Zayn and Owens, the LWO, Judgment Day, Gallows and Anderson, the Viking Raiders, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and the Creed brothers. With the women's division, I have Rhea Ripley, I have Asuka, I have Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, I have Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, I have Carmella, Xia Li, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, Shotzi and Natalya, Tamina, B-Fab. My women's division, for the most part, I think stinks. I'll say this.
It's tough.
I'll say it's
definitely tough. You probably should have picked Roxanne.
Yeah. Or at least some. I should have picked Mako Satomura. That's what I should have picked. I should have picked Mako Satomura. Just gone real crazy with it. That's really what I should have done. But that's fine. That's fine. And then our men's division here: Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Matt Riddle, Edge, The Miz, Tyler Bate, Ridge Holland, Rick Boogs, Baron Corbin, Shanky, and Top Dollar. I think that's pretty good. I think I have a really good mid card.
Those last three picks.
Yeah. I think I have a really solid mid card, I think.
Yeah, for sure. You got your main event guys, right? Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lash. And then you have those guys that can like step up. Like Austin Theory, like
Riddle,
like Matty R.
Miz.
You have Edge, obviously, who's a name value alone.
Yeah.
And I think Tyler Bates, the guy, you'd build up
Yep.
to get to that point, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I think you did a good job.
I think there's some people here. We have very interesting rosters, to say the least.
Definitely not the roster I expected.
Well, there we go, folks. That is it from us here. We'll have, when this episode comes out, in the sub tweet or whatever, the second tweet of the thread, I guess, there will be a poll where you at home can vote on who you believe had the better roster. I'll make sure to have some sort of graphic that has all the names together for you.
For me.
So we have the full roster there for you to pick. But thank you everybody for listening to this bonus episode of us doing a WWE draft and a little bit of belt talk. So I hope you all enjoyed it. We are excited about our rosters. We hope you like them too. Please vote blue. We know in your heart you want to vote blue. We know that to be true. So vote blue. Yeah. And Scotty, anything last to say?
Yeah, you should obviously vote red. Come on now. Because have you seen this roster? Just don't look at the bottom. If the cutoff were like Braun Strowman, I think I'd be really, really happy with what we put together here. But yeah, I want your votes. Obviously, I feel pretty good about it. If you have any vendetta against Cody Rhodes, then maybe this will work towards my advantage.
Yeah.
If you have, I don't think I have really anyone that people have a vendetta against.
No.
At least on the top part of the roster.
You got Ronda.
Well, I didn't want to pick her, but I picked Omos. I feel like the Homo sapiens will help me out here with the votes. So, Homo sapiens, acknowledge me. That's all, folks. Goodbye.
Hi guys, this is Lauren, your proud host of Your Dose of Death. Just give me a little quick tune in to make sure to listen to Your Dose of Death. Each and every single episode, I provide a different lens into the world of deathmatch, whether it be wrestlers, content creators, or anyone in between. Make sure to listen to me each and every single episode to get a different lens into the death. And please, make sure to listen to Your Dose of Death.
This has been a Count Out Podcast.